The best protection a woman can have is courage. नमस्कार सभी को एंड वेरी गुड आफ्टरनून टू यू ऑल. मैं ऋषवि गुप्ता और मेरे साथ लक्षा जुड़ी हुई है एज अ को होस्ट. आप सभी का सरकारी स्कूल डॉट इन प्रेजेंस वर्चुअल नेशनल कॉन्फ्रेंस के पैनल 4 में हार्दिक स्वागत करती हूँ. आज हमारे साथ कई गेस्ट और ऑडियंस जुड़ी हुई हैं. उनको धन्यवाद देना चाहूंगी and hope this conference would be fruitful and knowledgeable to you all. In this panel, we would be discussing about how laws, security and safety can impact girls' education. Over to you, Laksha. Laksha, your mic is muted right now. So, this conference highlights four key areas that perpetuate inequality in education for women and girls, and that contribute to a worldwide lack of safety in educational settings for women and girls: cultural norms, societal norms, sexual assaults, and sexual harassments. A girl child is an easy target and is frequently subjected to abuse and domestic violence, which is frequently undetected. Parents in remote areas are hesitant to send their daughters to school because they are concerned about their safety. Kidnapping, abduction, and sexual offenses against children were among the top two crimes committed against children. According to the latest data issued by the victims, while girls made up to 70% of overall numbers of minors who went missing in 2018. Schooling necessitates a place to attend, and for many girls, especially those living in densely populated areas, this means traveling to facilities via dangerous neighborhoods or lacking the financial means to travel to a suitable facility located miles away. If there isn't a safe option, such as carpooling with other families, a girl and her family may have no choice but to stay at home. When their children have to travel long distances to school, parents are concerned about their children's safety. Through various schemes and programs such as Beti Bachao and Beti Padhao, Sukanya Samriddhi Yojana, National Scheme of Incentive to Girls for Secondary Education, and CBSE Udan Scheme, the government has been making consistent efforts to raise the status of girl child in society as well as incentivize her education. These has these have undoubtedly aided girls' education to some level, but much more needs to be done in order for females to be treated equally to boys. These schemes must be made aware for the parents and children so that they can make use of it. For this reason, we believe we must include a panel on how laws and safety are helping to empower the girls' education. We believe the guest speakers would feel encouraged and motivated, and the audience would definitely learn something from this conference. Now, I would like to call Apurva for the welcome address.
Thank you, Rishvi. We have to embrace obstacles to reach the next stage of joy. A very good afternoon to everyone present here. Today, I, Apurva, the co lead of Team Samvad, would like to extend a warm welcome to all present here on behalf of Sarkari School. We are honored to have you all with us. Now, I would request Rishvi to introduce you all to our speakers and delegates who took our time from their busy schedules and joined us today. We are honored and excited to have you all. Over to you, Rishvi.
Thank you, Apurva. Firstly, we have with us um, Ratnesh Mathur sir. Ratnesh Mathur sir runs an NGO named Pehchan. He and his team members are helping students of government schools. He is currently pursuing BA LLB from Amity, Lucknow. His NGO has many female leaders too. They help the students of government schools by providing them with some fruitful items. They organized awareness campaigns and promoted them through poetry and many other ways. They organized a blood donation drive. The most important thing to mention is they adopted many students for whom they are bearing all the expenses. Over to you, Laksha.
Now we have Nikita Duhan ma'am with us. Nikita Duhan ma'am is a law student who pursued her BA LLB from DES Law College, Ferguson College Campus, Pune. She has been a volunteer in legal aid camp held at Pisavegaon, Pune, and she is also a volunteer in Smriti Kashibai Navele National Moot Court Organization by Singat Law College, Pune. She also participated in various webinars and she also has experience in the law field. She always wants to gain experience and knowledge in the law field. She also wants to build a society which is both responsible and productive in making a better India. Ma'am, you have our best wishes and welcome to our platform. Now we have Ashna Monga ma'am with us. Ashna Monga ma'am is currently pursuing PhD in Political Science, University of Delhi. She is also working in the Nehru Memorial Museum and Library as a research assistant in a project. She is also a guest teaching faculty in the University of Delhi, qualified any NET exam and also published various research articles in reputed journals. Ma'am, we welcome you to Sarkari School.
So now, Ashna ma'am, can you say a few words about this conference? Ashna ma'am, um, your mic is muted. You have to unmute you.
Yes, good afternoon, everyone. So, as we all know, that the topic is that how law, security, and safety can impact girls' education. So, I would like to briefly discuss on this topic. So, in the present social and economic, political dimensions of human growth, education plays a very critical role. The environment has also been turned into a better place to live as a result of the application of education. So, individuals' living situations have been improved through the design of measures, regulations, and rules. And it is very critical to realize the importance of education in order to improve speedy human growth. So, as a result, education has become a basic human requirement. So, basic education has occupied a prominent position in the worldwide educational landscape for some time. So, it is a basic right for every child, whether a male or a girl, because of its relevance in economic and social growth. So, certain factors have an impact on girls' education, particularly in rural areas, and among those especially from disadvantaged and socio and economically disadvantaged backgrounds. So, a safe school environment is very critical for children's academic and social development, and the safety of school environment has an impact on a variety of things, including staff retention and parent satisfaction. So, most importantly, students' feelings of safety have an impact on their academic performance as well. So, students are better able to focus on learning when they feel protected, which leads to higher academic accomplishment. So, as a result, school emergency preparedness stakeholders should work to assess whether their kids and staff are physically and emotionally comfortable in their school settings, as well as whether students, their families are satisfied with the school environment in which their children study. So, now talking about the safety issue, the most important factor that affects the girl child education is the geographical location. So, even at the basic level, significant spatial disparities and in certain circumstances, inadequacy of institutional provision transmits directly to physical access issues, which disproportionately affects the girls. So there is a complete and deep urban rural dichotomy that favors towns and cities, particularly in terms of secondary school and in particular single gender provision for girls, modes of transportation and migration. All of these issues affects educational provisions and take up generally disadvantaging the females, and in some cases severe physical difficulties such as flooding and other threats. So the distance between home and school as well as fees and transportation issues are the key factors that cause the girls to drop out of school. Parents are hesitant to send their daughters far distances because they are concerned about various issues such as sexual harassment. So when girls and their parents believe that it is unsafe for the women to travel long distances, they drop out or they do not enroll in the school. So, only a more detailed and multivariate spatial analysis of educational demands, as well as the design and implementation of integrated development project, can offset the influence of these elements. So another important aspect, which is a very important aspect, is political and administrative concerns. So although policies exist in most cases for educational advancements such as universal primary education, equal educational opportunities for both men and women, the removal of gender bias from texts and other materials, these rules are rarely implemented, as we all know. So, in the face of severe economic restrictions, the political will to carry these out appears to be lacking. So, there have been laws and regulations enacted to ensure that all girls are treated equally. They all are encouraged to pursue education and that they are given equal rights and opportunities. There should be no discrimination between boys and girls, and they should be treated equally in terms of job prospects, remuneration, and also enrollment in educational institutions, and among other things. But we see that reality is different from all these written things. So, to conclude, I would like to say that there are a variety of elements, including economic, social, familial, educational, and cultural aspects, that contribute to hurdles in the pursuit of education. So, in circumstances, these factors have substantial consequences, such as denying girls access to education, while in others, they have modest consequences, such as impeding the growth of educational qualifications. So, it is critical to develop policies that encourage girls to pursue higher education. And in order to motivate girls, it is necessary to raise awareness among their parents that female are not just expected to help with the home task, but they should also be educated and given possibilities for empowerment. Thank you.
Thank you, mom, for sharing your insights. It was really helpful, and thank you for putting your views with us. Next, I would like to call our next guest speaker, Ratnesh. So, can you please start, share your views about this conference and the topic? Ratnesh, sir.
Yes, thanks. First of all, I would like to thank Shaw Foundation to give me this opportunity to speak and use this platform to separate our message to you and joining. Now I proceed in Hindi. यूनिसेफ की ताज़ा रिपोर्ट के मुताबिक लैंगिक भेदभाव के कारण दुनिया में हर 3 में से 1 किशोरी गरीब के कारण स्कूल नहीं जा पाती है। भारत में यह स्थिति चिंताजनक स्तर पर है। वर्ल्ड बैंक की रिपोर्ट के अनुसार भारत में लड़कियों के स्कूल छोड़ने के पीछे सरकारी स्कूलों की खराब हालत और निजी स्कूलों की भारी फीस की बढ़ती वजह बनता जा रहा है। एनएसएसओ की सर्वे रिपोर्ट कहती है कि कम उम्र में शादी, दूर स्कूल होना और घर में कामकाज का लगातार बढ़ना ये भी स्कूल का एक छोड़ने का कारण बनता जा रहा है। 15 से 17 साल की लगभग 16% लड़कियों के अनुसार स्कूल बीच में ही छोड़ देती हैं। गुजरात में 15 से 16 साल की 26.6% लड़कियों किसी न किसी कारण स्कूल छोड़ देती हैं। झारखंड में 84.1, मध्य प्रदेश में 80.2, उत्तर प्रदेश में 80.4 और उड़ीसा में 75.3 लड़कियां हाई स्कूल से पहले ही स्कूल छोड़ देती हैं। मानव संसाधन विकास मंत्रालय, जो अब शिक्षा मंत्रालय कहलाएगा, उसकी एक रिपोर्ट
Excuse me,
कहती है।
sir. Um,
श्योर
Sorry, really sorry to interrupt you, but I would really want that if you could open your camera
श्योर श्योर
and yeah.
ना ओके।
Thank you very much, sir.
स्कूलों में वर्तमान में ड्रॉप आउट लेने का लगभग 40.7 का है, जिससे ज़्यादातर लड़कियां हैं। जैसा हमने कई रिपोर्ट्स में देखा कि ड्रॉप आउट रेट लड़कियों का ज़्यादा है, क्योंकि सरकारी स्कूल में बुनियादी ज़रूरतें नहीं हैं जो होनी चाहिए। 52% स्कूलों में एक साथ हाथ धोने धोने की समस्या, पीने का पानी और इस्तेमाल किए जाने वाले अन्य कई संसाधन, और निजी स्कूलों में फीस ज़्यादा है तथा अभिभावक अपने अपने लड़कियों को शहर से बाहर भेजने में असुरक्षित ही महसूस करते हैं, जिसके पीछे भी कई घटनाएं हैं। हाल ही में एक घटना दिल्ली से जुड़ी है, जिसके साथ जो कि सरकारी स्कूल में एक बच्ची के साथ अन्याय की घटना है। यह घटना रघुपरा के एक निजी दिल्ली स्कूल से जुड़ी है। बच्चों के लिए व उनके परिवारों के लिए यह एक आवश्यक है कि विद्यालय में सुरक्षित महसूस करें तथा प्रशासन का यह एक प्रमुख कार्य है कि वह अपने जिले में एक सुरक्षित माहौल रखें, जिससे कि बच्चे व अभिभावक अपने बच्चों को उनकी पढ़ाई पूरी करने का प्रोत्साहित करें। जो ड्रॉप आउट का प्रतिशत है, वह विभिन्न राज्यों में कम हो। हमें स्कूल और अभिभावकों को साथ बैठकर बात करनी चाहिए कि वो कौन-सी कमी है जिसके कारण बच्चे असुरक्षित महसूस करते हैं, तथा हमें अपने बच्चों को भी कुछ बातें सिखानी चाहिए, जैसे कि अपने बच्चों को सुरक्षा उपायों से परिचित कराएं। स्कूलों में मार्ग सुरक्षा उपायों का प्रदर्शन की सलाह दें। बच्चों को बच्चों को स्कूल से घर का रास्ता कई बार दिखाएं, जिससे कि वो भूलें ना। माता-पिता के हर संपर्क में उनको एक डायरी, छोटी बच्चों को जैसे डायरी वगैरह उसमें नोट करवाएं, जिससे कि किसी भी आपदा में उससे उनसे कॉन्टैक्ट किसे यातायात संबंधी जानकारी दें तथा उन्हें अपने घर आने के रास्ते अवश्य याद कराएं। मेरी दृष्टि से भारत मानव मुक्ति शिक्षा से ही संभव है। आप सब जानते हैं कि प्रत्येक राज्य में बच्चों को दुर्व्यवहार, हिंसा और शोषण का सामना करना पड़ता है। कक्षा में शिक्षक उनकी पिटाई या फिर जाति, किसी भी धर्म आधार पर उनसे भेदभाव करते हैं। महिला बाल शिशु को जन्म लेने से रोका जाता है। इसके लिए उनकी के साथ और भी अन्याय इस तरीके को देखने को मिलते हैं। देश में निर्मित अंतर्राष्ट्रीय स्तर पर जिन कानूनों को भारत में स्वीकार किया जाता है, उनके अंतर्गत निर्धारित मानक और अधिकारों को पाने का अधिकार उन सभी व्यक्तियों को है जिनकी उम्र 18 से कम है। भारत संविधान
I guess there's any problem here. I'm really sorry for this, and let's continue with our conference. So I would like to invite Nitika Duhan, ma'am, to speak about little bit about this conference.
Hi, am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Okay, thank you. First of all, good afternoon to everyone, and thank you so much for giving me this wonderful opportunity to speak on such an important issue. So, as Ashna ma'am ने बहुत कुछ cover कर ही दिया है, but as a student of law, I'm just going to touch only very key topics about law. So, as we all know, for a society to run properly or smoothly, we need to maintain an order. और उस ऑर्डर को मेंटेन करने के लिए हम कानून बनाते हैं, बिकॉज अगर कानून नहीं होगा, लॉ नहीं होगा, तो सोसाइटी हमारी केओस में चली जाएगी. So this is the one of the important reason we make certain laws. So, and let's talk about now education. Education is one of the basic need of people living in any era. आप नहीं बोल सकते कि नहीं एजुकेशन इम्पॉर्टेंट नहीं है, आप बिना एजुकेशन के फ्लरिश कर सकते हैं. येस, वी कैन फ्लरिश विदाउट एजुकेशन, वी हैव एग्जाम्पल, but we also need education in our society to prevent ourselves from greater harm. So education is one of the reason if you want to flourish as a people, as a society. और रही बात चिल्ड्रंस की, तो एजुकेशन सिर्फ स्कूल जाने से स्टार्ट नहीं होती है, वो आपके घर से चालू होती है. अगर आपके घर में ही आपके साथ डिस्क्रिमिनेशन होता है, भेदभाव होता है, तो कोई पॉइंट नहीं है फिर एजुकेशन का. बिकॉज आई हैव सीन सर्टेन एग्जाम्पल्स जहाँ घर में अगर एक गर्ल चाइल्ड है और एक बॉय चाइल्ड है, दोनों बैठ के पढ़
जी
रहे हैं, और घर में अगर कोई आता है, गेस्ट आता है, तो एवरीवन नोज सबसे पहले उठ के किचन की तरफ कौन जाता है कि उनको पानी दे, इज द गर्ल
जी
चाइल्ड.
जी या
राइट. सो
या
ये स्कूल में तो हमें नहीं सिखाया गया है, इट्स हमें ये घर में सिखाया गया है. So we have to
एग्जैक्टली
question these things. So we have to question these things, right? Because in my house, like I'm very lucky and I'm very fortunate because in my house I'm not the one who stands up. It's my brother, and he's older than me, but he is the one who stands up. So because like it's about equality. जितना इम्पोर्टेंट मेरी पढ़ाई है उतनी इम्पोर्टेंट मेरे भाई की भी होनी चाहिए. ये आपको स्कूल में बेसिक से नहीं सिखाया जाएगा. इट्स लाइक आपको घर में एजुकेशन मिलेगी. सो
जी
दिस इज द थिंग. एंड एज अ स्टूडेंट ऑफ लॉ मुझे भी बहुत चीज़ें नहीं पता थी दैट वी हैव सो मैनी लॉज टू प्रोटेक्ट वुमेन, वी हैव सो मैनी
जी
लॉज टू promote girl education. So I'm going to just discuss on, like, hardly take 30 seconds to name those laws. Because कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन, जिसे हम संविधान बोलते हैं, लॉ ऑफ लैंड, वो हमें खुद राइट देता है, वो खुद हमें अधिकार देता है कि आप आगे बढ़ो, आप अच्छी हवा में
जी
सांस लो, आप अच्छी जगह से एजुकेशन लो. So we have certain laws who helps to protect us, like we have Domestic Violence Act, we have sexual harassment of women at workplace, we have certain sections of IPC, CRPC, then we have National Commission for Women, then we have Equal Remuneration Act. जो अभी तक ये होता था कि अगर एक महिला और पुरुष दोनों सेम काम कर रहे हैं और आप पुरुषों को ज़्यादा सैलरी दे रहे हो, तो फॉर दैट,
जी
और महिलाओं को कम, तो हमारी सरकार ने वो चीज़ देखी कि हाँ ये गलत है,
जी
और कोई अपने मन से दोनों को बराबर पे नहीं करेगा, तो वी हैव टू फोर्स लॉज. तो उसके लिए हम लेकर आए इक्वल रिम्यूनरेशन एक्ट. देन वी ऑल्सो ब्रिंग इंडिसेंट रिप्रेजेंटेशन एक्ट. अगर कोई महिलाओं को गलत तरीके से रिप्रेजेंट कर रहा है, फॉर दैट वी हैन एक्ट. And we have so many women empowerment schemes, and we need those
जी
schemes because we are still, like, even if we are in 21st century, कहीं ना कहीं हम अभी भी पीछे हैं. Because we have
जी
schemes like Ujjwala, prevention of trafficking and rescue, rehabilitation of reintegration of victims. Then we have Mahila police volunteers. So that's
जी
law is needed, and we are not saying that we laws होने के बावजूद we are perfect. We still need more time, because I don't know how many of you know this, because when Zomato launched paid period leaves, there was so much
हम्म
controversy, so much controversy, and I don't know why. It is very natural thing. Periods are very natural thing, and there's a reason also. Periods, like, in right now in big cities like in Pune and in Delhi,
हम्म
VCs की schools में हमें एक washroom में एक separate box दिया हो जाता है where you put a coin and you get one pad, right?
वन पार्ट राइट
But
या
yes, but there are, but still in rural areas, there's no such thing.
या
Woman or girl child still uses cloth piece.
हम्म
So we are working on it. आज नहीं तो कल हम उस स्टेज पे पहुंच जाएंगे where we don't have to talk about it. Even our prime minister, in, like, I guess Republic Day, he mentioned this thing. He mentioned period on public platform, जो पूरे इंडिया में टेलीकास्ट हुआ है. So not today, maybe not tomorrow, but sooner or later we are going to reach that stage with the help of law. where we don't have to talk about safety for women, because this is just a dream right now. But
Right.
let's hope कि हम उस stage पर जल्दी पहुंचे. So this is it. Thank you so much.
या मैम, आई ट्रूली एग्री विद योर पॉइंट कि जो एजुकेशन है वो हमें सिर्फ स्कूल से नहीं मिलती है, सबसे पहले अपने परिवार से मिलती है. सो बिकॉज इवन आई हैव फेस दीज काइंड ऑफ कॉन्सिक्वेंसेज इन माई फैमिली एंड हैव सीन इन माई फ्रेंड्स फैमिली ऑल्सो. So I truly agree with your point. So, ma'am, my question for you is: do you feel proud to be a daughter and a girl, and why?
Of course, like, why not? Because I
Like
am the
even
only girl.
after,
No, I understand your
hmm,
question. I understand your question.
yeah,
I am the only girl child in my family. Like,
ji,
uh, it's my family is quite a big family. Okay, I belong from Haryana,
ji,
so it's
ji,
quite a big family, and I'm the only girl child in my family. Even I have faced certain kind of discrimination in my family, but I was happy, and I'm still happy and proud कि मेरे parents ने मेरे लिए stand लिया कि नो,
ji,
जस्ट बिकॉज ये लड़की है हम इसको 12th के बाद हम इसको सिर्फ शादी नहीं करवाएंगे, या फिर हम
ji,
इस मतलब अगर इसको लॉ में जाना है लॉ में जाए, इसको जो करना है वो करे, हम सिर्फ इसको इसीलिए नहीं रोकेंगे जस्ट बिकॉज शी इज गर्ल. So
ji,
yes, I am very much like yes. Still, I face certain discrimination in numerous
ji, ji.
fields, but yeah, I know how to fight my way back to top. So I'm going to keep doing that, and no, I'm not going to stop just because I'm girl.
Yes, ma'am, as we got to know that you were a volunteer in legal aid camp. And my question for you is that what issues do you face while spreading awareness about welfare legislations and schemes? And what will be the impact of a safer environment on girls' education?
See, these are two different questions because I
Ji,
was part of legal service aid as my compulsory coursework. और
ji,
हमारा जो सर्विस था इट वाज इन द विलेज एरिया, एंड हम ग्रुप में गए थे. सो वी हैव सीन कि देयर आर लॉज इन द पिक्चर. ठीक है, हमारे पास कानून है, कानून को फोर्स करने के लिए वी हैव एग्जीक्यूशन मशीनरी या पुलिस है, वट एवर. बट लोगों को पता ही नहीं है कि हमारे पास ऐसा कानून
hmm,
है. This
ji,
is
ji,
one of the issue that we have faced in the village. Or it's not about just a village. There are मैं लॉ फील्ड में आई तो मुझे पता लगा ओके वी हैव दिस. अगर मेरे ही कलीग को जस्ट बिकॉज ही इज अ मैन उसको मुझसे 10,000 ज्यादा मिल रहा है और
hmm.
मुझे कम मिल रहा है जस्ट बिकॉज आई एम अ वुमन, तो उसके लिए
That's
वी
a
हैव एक्ट.
discrimination part. Hmm.
यस, बट ऑल्सो वी हैव एन एक्ट फॉर दैट. ये
Ji,
चीज मुझे तब पता लगी व्हेन आई कम टू दिस पिक्चर, मुझे लॉ के बारे में पता लगा. सो इट्स नथिंग आप नहीं बोल सकते बिकॉज देयर आर पीपल हु आर नॉट इन लॉ फील्ड, दे आर हाईली एजुकेटेड, बट नहीं उनको भी
hmm,
बहुत सारी चीजें नहीं पता है बिकॉज वी आर नॉट अवेयर ऑफ अवर बेसिक ह्यूमन राइट्स. And it is
hmm,
my basic human rights to get an education, to have a healthy environment, to uh, uh, to have equal pay as compared to man. So these are the issues, and we have to aware people around us. अगर
hmm.
मेरे घर में कुछ हो रहा है, अगर मेरे घर में डोमेस्टिक वायलेंस हो रहा है, इट इज माय ड्यूटी. अगर मेरी
So,
गली में
ma'am, what
लड़ाई
are
हो
the
रही है,
issues you face? What are the issues you face while spreading the awareness?
इश्यूज द सी इश्यूज आर वेरी कॉमन. जैसे आशना मैम ने भी डिस्कस किया लगा अबाउट ज्योग्राफिकल कंडीशंस. इट डिपेंड्स
Ji,
ऑन ज्योग्राफी टू ज्योग्राफी. आप
ji,
अगर आप शहर में आके लोगों को समझा रहे हो, इट्स वेरी
ji.
इजी, बहुत आसान
Hmm,
होता है क्योंकि वो समझ जाते हैं. अगर मैं
hmm,
शहर में आके अगर डोमेस्टिक वायलेंस किसी पे हो रहा है, मैं उनको बोलती
hmm,
हूँ कि नो, गो टू पुलिस
hmm,
स्टेशन, फाइल एन एफआईआर,
hmm,
तो
hmm, hmm,
वो बहुत ईज़ी तरीके से समझेंगे. बट अगर मैं वही चीज़ किसी गाँव में जाके बोलती हूँ कि अगर आपके हस्बैंड या आपके इन-लॉज़ आपको परेशान कर रहे हैं, लेट्स गो टू द पुलिस स्टेशन. एक वो हेजिटेशन होता है कि नहीं,
hmm,
नहीं जाना है, सोसाइटी में
hmm.
बात फैलेगी, इंसल्ट
Ji,
होगी.
hmm,
सो इट्स वो उनका एक डर है. ओके, बिकॉज़ दे डोंट वांट टू कि कल को कोई उनको ताने मारे कि अच्छा लड़ाई हुई घर में और इन्होंने डिवोर्स ले लिया. तो दैट्स
hmm,
देयर हेजिटेशन. तो
hmm,
उनको
hmm, hmm,
समझाना, एंड इट्स नॉट देयर फॉल्ट
hmm, hmm,
बिकॉज उन्होंने उनकी सोसाइटी वैसा है, उनका एनवायरनमेंट वैसा है, इट्स नॉट देयर फॉल्ट. तो उनको समझाना थोड़ा टाइम ज़्यादा लगेगा, बट दिस इज़ वन ऑफ द इश्यूज दैट आई हैव फेस्ड कि ये सब चीज़ें हैं। वहीं पे इफ़ यू आर स्टेइंग, सी वी आर यूजिंग लैपटॉप्स, वी आर कनेक्टेड विद इंटरनेट। अगर आज हमें कुछ नहीं आता है, हम फटाफट गूगल कर सकते हैं। आज अगर
जी।
मुझे चोट लगी है तो मैं फटाफट नियरेस्ट डॉक्टर सर्च कर सकती हूँ। बट कैन वी
जी।
से द सेम थिंग अबाउट अवर रूरल पीपल? नो, वी
No,
कांट।
no, no.
Exactly. No, we can't, because they don't know, they don't have those basic means to reach certain authorities to get justice. So
Hmm.
this is the thing. So this is the
Yeah.
difference, like I can say, और मैं बाकी
Yeah.
मैम ने कवर कर ही दिया है.
जी मैम, बहुत अच्छा लगा आपसे बात करके, एंड यू इंस्पायर अस अ लॉट, यू इंस्पायर्ड अस अ लॉट, एंड आई विश यू दैट यू कीप वर्किंग इन द लॉ फील्ड लाइक दिस फॉर एंड फाइटिंग फॉर द वुमेन राइट्स लाइक दिस. So my next question is for Ashna Monga ma'am. Ma'am, you being a teacher and a PhD student have came across many girls who are studying. What do you think about how laws, security, and safety can impact girls' education? How was I mean, how we as a society, youth can promote girls' education?
राइट, सो कमिंग टू योर क्वेश्चन, अभी निकिता मैम
Yeah.
ने बहुत अच्छा पॉइंट रेस करा कि जैसे रूरल और अर्बन में हम एक डिवाइड देखते हैं, जो मैंने अपने टॉपिक में भी
जी.
बोला था. सो राइट,
जी.
इट इज़ जस्ट बिकॉज ऑफ आर सोशल स्ट्रक्चर. आई वुड लाइक टू ऐड दैट वी आर लिविंग इन अ पेट्रियार्कल सोसाइटी, है ना. हमने लॉज बना दिए हैं, बट स्टिल वी आर लिविंग इन अ पेट्रियार्कल सोसाइटी कि हम जो मेल्स कह रहे हैं वो सही है, एंड वुमेन आर टर्म टू बी इमोशनल एंड मेल्स आर टर्म टू बी मोर रैशनल क्रिएचर्स. राइट, सो बीइंग अ टीचर, बीइंग अ पीएचडी स्कॉलर, मतलब मैंने खुद ये चीज़ फेस करी है, और मतलब स्टूडेंट्स के साथ भी. आई एम टीचिंग इन
जी.
एनसी वेब, जो नॉन कॉलेजिएट वुमेन बोर्ड है. इट इज़ फॉर वुमेन ओनली इन डी यू. राइट, सो
जी.
आई कम अक्रॉस वेरी इशू, मतलब वेरियस टाइप्स ऑफ इशूज, वेरियस उनके कंसर्न्स होते हैं दैट पेरेंट्स अलाउ नहीं करते हैं. घर की सिचुएशंस ऐसी होती हैं, बट पेरेंट्स जो है वो ब्रदर्स को अलाउ करते हैं, मेल मेंबर्स को अलाउ करते हैं बिकॉज ऑफ द फाइनेंशियल
जी.
कंस्ट्रेंट्स एंड ऑल दैट स्टफ. बट आई जस्ट मोटिवेट देम कि आप लोग मतलब मतलब एजुकेशन के थ्रू ही आप एम्पावर हो सकते हैं, आप अपने आप को अपलिफ्ट कर सकते हैं. सो बीइंग इंडिपेंडेंट इज द मतलब बेसिक थिंग कि एटलीस्ट आप अपना इंडिपेंडेंट होइए. एंड एजुकेशन इज द ओनली टूल दैट आई कंसिडर जिसके जिसके थ्रू आप हो सकते हैं, बिकॉज रियलिटी इज डिफरेंट. एज आई ऑलरेडी मैंशन कि हमारे पास लॉज हैं, हम इक्वालिटी की बात करते हैं, बट सोशल स्ट्रक्चर इज डिफरेंट. राइट, सो
जी.
सोसाइटी में वो सब चीज़ें फ्लो होने में अभी थोड़ा टाइम लगेगा, बिकॉज
जी.
वी आर मतलब यूरोपियन सोसाइटीज़, वेस्टर्न सोसाइटीज़ में ये सब चीज़ें हैं, बट इंडियन सोसाइटी को अभी इन सब चीज़ों के साथ एडजस्ट और एकोमोडेट होने में थोड़ा टाइम लगेगा,
टाइम
पेट्रियार्की
लगेगा.
को हटाने में. राइट, बिकॉज मेल मेंबर्स को भी फिर लगता है कि हमारी पावर्स जा रहा है, हमारी सारी चीज़ें जा रही हैं, सो वो थोड़ा टाइम लगेगा सोसाइटी में. सो
जी.
येस, आई come across various issues, बहुत सारे issues होते हैं, and I have to deal with them. And I encourage, I motivate, I support women and girls in my class.
So that's ma'am. My next question for you is like, what do you think are the current political parties putting any efforts to increase the education level among girls children?
Yes, they are increasing. मतलब ऑब्वियसली मैनिफेस्टोज में आपके होते हैं कि आप एजुकेशन, गर्ल्स एजुकेशन, गर्ल्स
जी.
सिक्योरिटी पे फोकस करेंगे. एंड
जी.
बट स्टिल जब तक रियलिटी में आप ये सब चीज़ें नहीं करेंगे, जब तक एज निकिता मैम ऑल्सो सेड कि एजुकेशन के साथ साथ जब तक हम अपने घर में ये चीज़ नहीं लेकर आएंगे, राइट,
जी.
अपने मेल मेंबर्स को ये सब नहीं सिखाएंगे कि मतलब वी हैव अ बेसिक, हमारा ये होता है कि आफ्टर 5 6 और मे बी आफ्टर 7 इन सम अर्बन एरियाज और मेट्रोपॉलिटन सिटीज में वुमेन आर नॉट अलाउड टू गो आउट ऑफ द हाउसेज. बट वाई? ये सब चीज़ें तो हम घर से ही सीखते हैं, राइट. सो पॉलिटिकल पार्टीज करती हैं मतलब एजुकेशन के लिए और इन सब चीज़ों के लिए, बट स्टिल एवरीथिंग बिगेन्स एट होम. राइट, सो घर से ये सब चीज़ें स्टार्ट हो तो इट विल बी मच बेटर.
So, ma'am, what are your views on the parents in remote areas that are hesitant to send their daughters to school? because they're concerned about their safety, and how we can make sure that every girl is getting educated without any fear in them.
Yes, there are certain financial constraints also जो पेरेंट्स को रोकते
जी.
हैं, बिकॉज फाइनेंसेस आपके लिमिटेड होते हैं एंड दे थिंक कि
हम्म.
लड़कियों की तो शादी करके उनको भेज ही देना है, सो
जी.
वाई स्पेंड
जी.
मनी ऑन देम। ये एक बेसिक हमारा रहता है जो माइंडसेट है, इन नॉट ओनली इन रूरल एरियाज बट अर्बन एरियाज में भी हम लोगों का ये रहता है कि स्पेंड लेस ऑन वुमेन्स एजुकेशन, और लड़की के ऊपर
हम्म.
कम से कम खर्चा करो, बिकॉज इसकी तो शादी करके हमने इसको भेज ही देना है, और ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा अपना मेल मेंबर पे खर्चा करो। सो
हम्म.
रूरल एरियाज में भी ऐसा ही है। सो ओवर अ पीरियड ऑफ टाइम ये सब हमारी जैसे
हम्म.
जैसे सोसाइटी सोशल स्ट्रक्चर इवॉल्व करेगा, वैसे वैसे हम इसको धीरे धीरे ठीक कर पाएंगे। एंड I think that it will take another 10 or 20 years to come up to the level of European or Western societies, कि इंडिया
जी.
उस लेवल की सिक्योरिटी, एजुकेशन और इन सब चीज़ों तक पहुंच पाए,
जी.
बिकॉज टिल नाउ इट इज़ आवर डिस्टेंट ड्रीम।
हम्म. Okay. Do we have just a second? Nitika ma'am with us. Yeah. Yeah. So, ma'am, um, do you think that through various schemes and programs such as Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao, Sukanya Samriddhi Yojana, National Scheme of Incentive to Girls for Secondary Education, and CBSC Udan Scheme are helping in female education as well as their security? And what more types of schemes should be included to provide security with education?
सी स्कीम्स कितनी सक्सेसफुल होती है एक सोसाइटी में, इट डिपेंड्स कि लोग कितना यूज़ कर रहे हैं उसे, राइट?
Ji.
यू नो, मिड डे मील हमारी सोसाइटी में क्यों आया? मिड डे
Ji.
मील स्कूल में इसीलिए आया गया कि एटलीस्ट बच्चे हु आर यू नो फ्रॉम वीकर सेक्शन, हु आर नॉट एबल टू अफोर्ड गुड फूड, या फिर ऐसा फूड जिसमें न्यूट्रिशन नहीं है, एटलीस्ट वो उस मिड डे मील के बहाने वो स्कूल आए। एंड इट हेल्प्ड अस। हमने देखा कि मिड डे मील आने के बाद स्टूडेंट्स स्कूल में आना चालू हुए, उनकी दे हैड गुड न्यूट्रिशन फूड, और वो स्कूल में आके एजुकेशन ले रहे हैं। द सेम विद द स्कीम्स, लाइक यू मेंशन सर्टेन स्कीम्स, तो हम वो स्कीम्स इसीलिए सोसाइटी में लेके आते हैं, सो बिकॉज हमने देखा कि यहाँ पे कमियां हैं। लाइक यू मेंशन सुकन्या स्कीम एंड आई मेंशन उज्ज्वला स्कीम। सो वो इसीलिए है सोसाइटी में ताकि हम उसको यूज कर सकें। अभी गवर्नमेंट का काम है एक स्कीम बनाना, एंड इट्स ऑन द लोअर अथॉरिटीज टू सी कि वो अच्छे से इम्प्लीमेंट हो रही है कि नहीं हो रही है। बट बेटी बचाओ बेटी पढ़ाओ, इट्स अ सच अ ह्यूज स्कीम, और आप देखेंगे तो उससे फर्क पड़ा है। इफ आई डोंट नो हाउ मेनी ऑफ यू आर अवेयर ऑफ दिस, एक टाइम हुआ करता था, लाइक दिस स्कीम वाज लॉन्च्ड इन हरियाणा। एक टाइम हुआ करता था जहाँ रेशियो गर्ल्स और बॉयज की बहुत ज्यादा उनमें डिफरेंस होता था। एंड इफ यू सी इट टुडे, अगर आप लास्ट टाइम का सेंसस उठा के देखो, वी हैव प्रोग्रेस्ड इन सच अ ह्यूज अमाउंट। तो कहीं ना कहीं ये स्कीम इसीलिए, एंड ऐसा नहीं है कि आज स्कीम बनाई अगले एक साल में हमने उसका इम्पैक्ट अपनी सोसाइटी पे देखा। टाइम लगता
Ji.
है, बट येस वी आर सीइंग द इम्पैक्ट। So this is the
Yeah.
thing that we have to see. It was the prime minister who talked about the periods taboo, Republic Day के
Hmm.
दिन। उसके बाद we have
Hmm.
seen people talking about it openly. We have seen
Ji.
schools and colleges having separate. We have seen Zomato offering periods leave. So
Even
ऐसा नहीं
the
है कि
movies who are promoting
yes,
menstruation, like in Padman.
yes,
Yeah.
yes, exactly. So it's not like कि आज स्कीम बना और वो कल हुआ, टाइम लगता है। एंड yes, वो आज नहीं तो कल हम वी आर होपफुल कि हम वो चीज देखें अपनी सोसाइटी में। सो दैट्स व्हाई वी नीड स्कीम्स, एंड वी हैव सर्टेन वेरी गुड स्कीम्स इन आवर प्लेस। इट्स जस्ट इम्प्लीमेंटेशन उसका अच्छे से नहीं हो पाता है। दिस इज द थिंग।
Ji. Ji. Exactly. Implementation is very important, and awareness is more important than that, first of all. So, yeah, over to you, Laksha.
Uh, Thank you all. Your speeches were so inspiring and was eye-opening.
Now I would like to call up the student speakers. First, we have Avika Bhardwaj. She is currently pursuing BA program in History and Political Science from Lady Shri Ram College, Delhi University. She is a student with advent trust in a wider realm of knowledge, besides academic curriculum, from individual nature to the social spectrum residing in our society. One of many demanding needs to achieve her target is to work constantly on deep rooted social issues. She is currently pursuing studies that would help her to bring about that change and progress. She wants to expand the realm of knowledge in the field of political societies, programmatic operations. Constant awareness and deep analysis provide in social and general awareness create a nodal point for her from where a vivid and erudite flow of informations break out. Now I would like to call Avika Bhardwaj for her speech.
Before that, I just want to tell the audience and the guests that Sarkari School.in organized an article competition, and we have selected around 10 topmost students. And among those 10 students, we have two student speakers right here. And Avika Bharadwaj, now you can speak.
Thank you so much for such a great introduction and for inviting me here. It is a great pleasure for me. Just tell me, am I audible? Hello, ma'am.
Yes, you are audible,
Yes, you are.
Avika.
Okay, okay. So, as I said, that it is an honor for me to be here and to speak on such an important issue right now in the society. So, we already have Ashna ma'am and Nikita ma'am who made us aware about so many laws and schemes that are here to empower women in every field. And in today's world, we have seen that we have made progress. Commendable progress in the world of science, in the world of technology, even in the legal aspects of the society. And I'm very proud to acknowledge that half of the workforce here are women, but still their contribution isn't recognized much. And I think that how laws make a difference and how education makes a difference is that I'll tell you an instance even from my school. When I was in school, I was in 8th or ninth standard. So there were some people from some organizations who make girls aware about their rights and about their duties, how they can save themselves, what laws are there for them to protect them actually. So, as a student of 8th or ninth class, I was kind of always scared about when I used to see a group of 4 5 boys standing around my schools. It's a very common phenomena in Delhi since I'm from Delhi, and it's very common in Delhi. And they used to just stand just to stare at us. So I got to know about so many laws are there that even staring at women for more than 7 minutes is an offense. And if I'm not wrong, ma'am is there and she can just verify that. Staring a woman, stalking a woman. Now people are aware. Now I am aware about many laws about me. But as a student of 8th or ninth standard, you cannot expect that to be aware about such laws. But just because I was in a good school, I was provided education, I became aware to such laws where I could protect myself. I felt aware about that. And I think education not only opens the door for a particular woman, but that woman who really want to progress and wants to bring a change in the society, open door for millions. I think you people are there, you already are working on such issues, and I feel empowered to see that yes, there are women to guide us, there are women to tell us what our rights are, what our duties are, what we can do and we can achieve in our life. I think we there is no field where women are not welcome, and I am very proud to be a part of the women fraternity. And I think that one thing I would also acknowledge is that I'm born in a very privileged family, privileged in the sense that my family has never discriminated against me. And I'm very honored that I have been provided access to everything, access to a good education, access to every facilities. That I am here, I am able to speak, and I want to bring that change even in the society since I have some rural area also. And I think that women related issues are very deep rooted in the rural society today. Rural society, even women there, I would not say only men are dominant there, even women there. I have seen even in my family also that they think that their only job is to raise their children, or only job is to get married after doing their 12th or after doing their college is like it's very far, but only 12th, after 12 they are supposed to get married. And I have members in my family, I have girls in my family who are from rural areas, and they are like, what would we do after education? We don't want to do a job, we will do whatever our family will say. So I find it very triggering that they are not ready to take a step. And I don't blame them, because they are raised in such an environment that they are used to of these things. These values are engraved in them so deeply that it is very difficult to bring a change. And I think my only target is to bring a change in the that I think I want to break that bar where women are like restricted to homes in rural areas. I want them to take a step forward so that their generations are also empowered. When a woman is empowered, she can empower 100 generations. So I think that I would like to work on that in future also, and seeing so many empowered women here gives me so much of the confidence. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Avika, for sharing your views. I totally agree with whatever you said. And now, let's move on to our next student speaker, Himani Negi. So she's from Uttarakhand, passed out from Graphic Era Deemed to be University, Dehradun, Uttarakhand. She has done MSc in biotechnology. As a future biotechnologist, her passion for research and teaching brought her to the Graphic Era Deemed to be University, Dehradun, Uttarakhand. Have post-graduated in MSc biotechnology. She came from a four-member family, including her mother, father, and a younger sister. Her aim in life is to pursue higher studies in her field of interest. Now, I would like to call Himani for her speech. Himani,
First of all, am I audible? Am I audible to all?
Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
Okay, thank you so much. First of all, thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. I'm very thankful to this Project Gudiya Foundation to giving me this opportunity. And I find all of your speeches are so grateful, especially Ashna Monga ma'am. She had given a great speech. As you know that education is a primary right and perhaps the most integral for all of us. Schooling is a long term approach to make this world a more suitable place to live in without any discrimination. We used to live in a society where discrimination is we used to live in that society where we say that we are in a discrimination, that the girls are being in that stage where they are bullied or etc. We have all there, I know. And wisdom is a key for society stability and somehow be conserved. Supporting the education of women has a potent influence on societies, extending the route to a more reasonable world. This promotes a person in promoting equity and recreates a key role in social level progress. The influence the social economics uplifting evolution. I think the laws and the security is to given to the females, especially because there is so much females are going through, and the government should make some laws that could be suitable for females for their upbringing, especially for their evolution. And I think it is directly directly somehow involved to the economy uplifting. If the female is not educated or well, then I think somewhere the economy will face the challenges in future. Women have acquired little or no schooling are more likely to be married to young adolescent, suffer domestic abuse, and live in an abject poverty, as opposed to women who graduate from high school. Women only with the schooling were married before the age, lose their responsibility for family finances, and even accept wife beating. It's very normal for female to accept the social norms like wife beating, domestic abuse, being married at a very young age where she doesn't know how to able to manage parenting and all those emotional traumas which comes with marriages. So the main question we have, what about if societies don't quite prioritize women's education as a way of empowerment? Let us just begin with both drawbacks of not being seen, or indeed the implication of not prioritizing education as a major priority. Families' cohesiveness is significantly associated with declining average earning. Due to the sheer exploitation of girls' liberties, an individual would be unable to grasp equal rights for any gender and orientations. As according to the research, UNESCO as well as UNICEF, the substantial majority of young women are included in the ignorance chart and scientific research underneath the social justice framework. So I think this foundation is doing very great, and they are supporting women's in education purpose. All this will be very helpful in a very long term. So this is from all my side. Thank you for giving your time and patience.
Thank you, Himani, for joining us with today. And now I would like to call Nandhini for the vote of thanks.
Can you hear me? Am I
Yes,
audible?
yes. Yeah, you are audible.
Okay. No duty is more urgent than that of returning thanks. Good afternoon, everyone, to one and all present here. It's my privilege to propose a vote of thanks on this special occasion. On behalf of Sarkari School Team, We Citizen Foundations, and the initial project Gudiya, and our partners NSS, Sri Guru Gopinath Singh College of Commerce. Let me first of all start by giving glory to the Almighty God for making this occasion a resounding success. My heart fills with lots of gratitude and respect to our distinguished speakers Ashna Monga ma'am, Ratnesh Mathur sir, and Nitika Duhan ma'am for not only sparing their valuable time for us to grace this occasion, but also for giving and enlightening us with their commendable talk on the topic. Thanks all of you for enhancing and understanding how the girls' education and safety is really important to our society. My heartfelt thanks to the host Laksha and co-host Rishvi for their valuable contribution for this event. No occasion can be shaped without a hardworking leader. It was a dedication of our founder, Mr. Abhishek sir, for making this occasion a huge success. And I also want to extend my gratitude to our team leads and team members who has devoted a lot of time and energy for making this event. Last but not least, I thank you all the audience for your cooperation and making this occasion a successful. Lastly, I would like to inform about our next session is Women Who Never Give Up with the guests Shivahi Mera ma'am, Sia Ayushi Kanna ma'am, and Nandhini Sayal ma'am. I would like you all to join us in the next section as well. Thank you so much for your attention. Thank you.
Before ending the session, Ashna ma'am, and do we have Ashna ma'am here? And Nitika Duhan ma'am?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So, Ashna ma'am, just want to know remarks on today's conference for this session.
It was very good, and it was my pleasure to come here and to speak at this platform. And thank you for being such a nice host. So, thank you very much. It was a great
Welcome, ma'am.
opportunity, and I feel privileged to be a part of this session.
Yeah. Yeah. And Nitika ma'am, any remarks from your side for the
It
organization
was
and for the today's
wonderful. I
conference?
am. It was wonderful. I am honored to be part of this, and especially want to say thanks to Abhishek Ranjan sir. उन्होंने मुझे ये opportunity
Yeah.
दी, and I was scared, but no, it was wonderful. You guys are such a fabulous host. So it's really amazing. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am, very much.
Thank you, ma'am.
So, thank you all for joining this conference today.